Hi, I'm Roger. I am a financial advisor and an entrepreneur, and in my videos, I give financial tips and advice to assist you, yes, you, to make good financial decisions. Now, what are we going to be talking about here today? I am going to be sharing with you 10 tips, 10 tips, yes, to come up with an idea for a business. So I'm going to be looking at how to come up with ideas to start a business. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I'm going to ask you to go ahead, hit that subscription button down below, and also hit that notification bell also, so that yes, when I upload new videos in the future, you'll be notified. So let us get into the tips. One, first of all, let me take off my glasses here. What is in your heart? This is really, I believe, what I typically say to persons first. They're thinking about starting a business but not sure what to do. The first thing I normally say is, what is in your heart? What passion do you have? Start there. Two is to look, and two and one are somewhat related. Two is to consider your interest. What is it that you are good at? It is possible that you may be good at doing stuff with your hands. It may be good. It may be that you are, good at doing hair or doing nails, doing people's accounts. Yes. Look at what it is that you're good at. So many times we have these things, So for instance, I may be able to cook good, well. I'm a very good cook, or I bake well, or I do, good graphics, or good voiceovers. Start there. Okay. Number three is to look around you for a problem to solve. And I know, yes, when a person probably may say that, this should have been the number one tip. What do you think? That is a fact too. Yes, that is a fact too, and that is critical, because really and truly, if a particular product or service is not in demand, it may not necessarily be such a good idea to get into it, even though it may be something that you are good at. But nevertheless, it is an idea that you can stand on, in terms of looking at what it is that you can offer to the public. So yes, the thing about it too is that when you listen to a lot of entrepreneurs, when you listen to instructors, this is what they say, right? Look for a problem to solve. If you're able to solve a problem or people's problems, and to do so well, then definitely you're gonna make a lot of money there. All right. Number four, look at the season we are in, the season you are in. What season? Essentially, businesses are built around seasons. We have autumn. We're currently in autumn. There, winter comes after autumn. There is spring, there is summer, and typically different events is associated with each season. Different needs are associated with each season. So right there you have an idea. Okay, we're moving into winter, so winter should start in the latter part of December, but more so we are moving into the Christmas season. What is it that is in demand that you can offer to the public? Think about that. 5, how can I add? Look at how you can add value to a supply chain system, or to a distribution channel, as it relates to shopping online. There certainly has been a boom in the amount of businesses that are offering shipping services. This is a prime example of what I'm saying. All right. um, especially since COVID. Yes, I would certainly have seen, quite a few businesses, coming into being. Yes, because there certainly has been a boom in activities online. Yes, and people buying stuff online. Given the fact too that for the most part, right around the world, we have been pretty much locked down for a while. All right, and see here again, it is said that there is a new variant that was discovered in South Africa. The latest news that I got this morning, a little while ago, was that they found traces of it in Belgium. All right. So yes, number 5. So that is number 5. How can I add? Think in terms of how you may be able to add value to a supply chain system or to a distribution channel. 6. Ask others for advice. So there are persons who are in your close circle. You have your family members, you have friends, co-workers. Ask them, hey John, hey Randy, hey Timothy, what do you see me being good at? What do you think I could do as an entrepreneurial venture? Ask them. Right? Because many times too, it is that we are, let me put it another way. Many times persons see things in us that we do not see in ourselves. It is a fact. So yes, ask the persons who are around you, they know you. All right. Now, if you have found value in what I've shared so far, I'd really appreciate it if you go ahead and hit that like button. As a matter of fact, smash it. Yeah, man, smash that like button. Give me some thumbs up. All right. Now, let us look at number 7. And this is to look at trends. Look at trends, or look for trends. I'd made mention about the online situation a little earlier. Over the past, 18, 19 months, thereabout, a lot of persons would have been working online, and of course, classes for the most part have been online too. That is a trend there. A lot of persons, I have come to realize, have gone out and invested into gears for, live streams and to do videos online and to set up a YouTube channel and all of these things. Trends. What is trending? It may be that like for instance, as it relates to boosting your security, you may think about installing like security cameras. This is something which is quite hot here in Jamaica, where a lot of persons are installing security cameras on their premises. So right there you have a clue. Okay, you have a clue right there. Online tutoring, that's another trend there too, because of the online classes. And yes, it is said that there are some students who are not doing so well. So right there, there's something that you can probably offer as a service. Think too about the fact that there is certainly an increase in volume of persons, as I mentioned before, who are online, who are setting up their YouTube channels, just involved in e-commerce online. What kind of offering can you offer to that market? Think about that. 8. Look at changes in government policies. This is key. And I do coach students in persons in business. And even recently I shared in a discussion where I was outlining to them that occasionally the government will offer, for instance, grants. They will offer incentives to individuals to get into a particular line of business. So they may look and they may see, for instance, a deficiency in a particular area, and to boost production in that area, they will offer incentives to the public. So look out for things like that. All right. 9. is to review existing products or services. Review existing product or products and services to see how you can improve upon them. What do you think? What do you think about that one? 10 is to look at something that is needed but not yet available. Now, here now, you have to dig into you have to do some serious brainstorming. This is really, it really requires that you think ahead. As it relates to tech companies, this is one of the things that they do. They do a lot of research and development. So this is definitely something that you would have to, spend some time investing in terms of time, perhaps other resources too, to come up with that idea. The thing too is that it is good to collaborate. So if you were to say, join a group, where you can share ideas, because the thing about it too is that based on where you are, it may be that you may be somewhat limited in terms of how you're thinking, how you're looking at business. But when you are pretty much open, even more so globally, you're exposed to, different concepts, different mindsets, different ways of thinking. And even too, bear in mind too that in some parts of the world, they are more, some parts of the world, really, it is a fact. Some parts of the world are more advanced than others. Come on. Okay? So if you, for instance, we are here in Jamaica, and you're probably in a group, you're collaborating with say an individual over there in Asia or in some part in Europe. Possibly you can get some ideas there as to where we're heading, some heads up, and you can implement same here. All right, what do you think about that? Okay, so I hope you have found value in what I have shared with you here. These 10 tips looking at how you can come up with an idea for a business. Is there any other tip or point you would add to the 10 that I have shared? Let me know. Drop them in the comments so that we can have a look at them. I do hope that if you found value in the information that I share, that you will give me some thumbs up. Smash that like button. Go ahead, smash it. All right. And yes, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I'm going to invite you to go ahead and to subscribe, and to also hit the notification bell so that when I upload a new video, you will be notified. All right, so that is it. This is it from me in this video. My name is Roger, and I'll see you again in the next video. Take care.